Good morning, guys. This is Petrus Vivius. It's 16 November 2019. This is the public slipway at St. Lucia Estuary. It's been a long time that it's reached the spring tide high water mark. People that watch my videos regularly knows that over the last 7 years this is one of my reference points that I use when making the water level videos. The other people that don't watch my videos regularly, you will criticize me. I don't give a damn. Either you watch it or you don't watch it. It's up to you. This is another reference point of mine. This is the jetty at the public slipway. And I regularly use this as a reference point when making videos. And this is the reason why I maintain we might have a breach, although the flow of the water direction has changed. It's with a northerly wind. It's now from west to east here at the public jetty, which is not a good sign at the moment. I'm happy to report that the water is on 1.5 meter at the public jetty, and the weavers was wrong. The little weaver birds, their nest drowned. It's sad, but it's nature. This is at the ski boat club, where the sandbags used to protrude out of the water. So this water is extremely high, right there where it was in 2007, and probably as high as it was in 1987. This used to be a very favorite fishing spot down at Sugarloaf when there was no reeds, very little of those acacia trees, and people came here with their children to fish for grunter, springer, perch, yellowfin bream, and there was ample to catch. Once again, habitat manipulation killed off those fish and not the anglers. Also one of the reference points I've been using over the past 7 years to indicate the water levels of the estuary. To bring you guys in the picture, this is the boardwalk going down to the beach, and this is the fill with the reeds, now with water. Not too long ago, I think 2016, 2017, one could stand here and video the hippos with a cell phone camera right over there where the reeds was. Now the access to this little wetlands from the estuary, or the marsh, was created by the 1968 management plan devised by Ricky Taylor, now Dr. Ricky Taylor, in peer review with Cambridge University. In yesterday's video I showed that the water is running into the little marsh, and the whole function of the marsh was to create tidal pressure to push the sediment the ocean brings in on the east coast of Africa back into the ocean. That scouring effect is not used under the current management plan, but the existence of this little marsh might just save the estuary this time around, thanks to Dr. Ricky Taylor. Currently there's no water flowing in or out of the marsh, which is a bad sign. That means there's no more pressure built up. The pressure that there is built up is now in equilibrium with whatever water is on the Umfolozi floodplains. Those farmers must be furious right now. They're roughly 2 meters underwater. If I remember correctly, the tidal channels could handle about 1.5 meters of water. So I think they flooded right now with about 500 millimeters of rain water. But I'll take a drive out there just now and go and make a video a little bit later this afternoon and see how accurate my predictions are. I was mistaken. There is still an inflow into this little marshland area. The people that used to know, remember the sandbags? These were the pipes that went under the tar road, where the tidal water used to flush in and out before the 1984 Des Moines flood. It was also the main pressure point that opened the estuary mouth in 2007. If you guys can remember this broadwalk being folded up and packed deep inside the marsh area over there. I think Shalkun went the other day and recovered some of these boards to make some memorabilia, some coffee tables out of it, right there in the marsh. Here we can see the water level rising amongst the reed beds. Now, in all the years that I've stayed here, I can't remember the water coming this close to the boardwalk on this side. It's maybe because of the indent that was created, because of that little tidal channel not working on the previous segment of this video. Now, the closer I get to what I call the plug, the more excited I get. And I'm gonna have to find a do now to stitch this video together and publish it, because this is what you guys want to see. This is what you're waiting for, is to know exactly how far and how close it is to a breach. This is what I call a plug. It's one of a few. I'm going to try and identify all of them today while the water levels are favorable. There's another one between Jabula Beach and Main Beach on the beach road, where the tar is scuffled up. What happens here is the water from the estuary percolates into the ocean, and when the ocean sucks hard enough, when there's a storm surge big enough, it digs away the sand between this plug and the ocean. Now, I don't know what this is called in hydrology terms or scientific terms, because Dr. Barry Clark disappeared off the scene, the guy that promised us a link channel between the estuary and the ocean at all times. He's missing in action. But anyway, what happens is the ocean scours away in front of this plug, and when it sucks into low tide, this plug sucks out to the sea, and with the next high tide, the ocean washes in and creates back pressure, because the ocean rises up to 2.7 meters on spring tide, where the estuary is only at 1.5 at the moment. So that back pressure that the ocean creates on a tidal change rushes all the sediment back into the ocean. The problem that we've got with this current management plan, which is a delta mouth management plan, is the fact that there's no plan to use the scouring effect to manage the sediment that the ocean deposits towards the coastline on the east coast of Africa. The sandpit in front of the ski boat club used to do that, but that is not managed by a dredger at the moment. All dredging operations has been ceased by the Zulumas regime, and it hasn't been revived by the new management at all. So not only have we got all the mud coming down from Vryheid, but also we have the sediment from the ocean pushing into the estuary that we have to manage. Neither is being managed at the moment. We can see the ocean is rough at the moment, which is a very good sign. It's scouring away. It's a northeasterly ocean. That's a southwesterly ocean. It's not scouring, it's building. But we can't dig that away to help the nature along under this current management plan, because the current management plan doesn't utilize the scouring effect. So digging it open will only have the effect where the estuary is going to trickle dry. It's going to percolate dry anyway if it doesn't breach this week or this weather phenomenon that we've got. But it's going to run dry much quicker if we as humans now open it manually. We have to have the scouring plan in place if we want to interfere, physically interfere, like a lot of people suggest. Under this management plan, we can't do that. It's going to have a devastating effect, like in 2015 when the estuary ran completely dry, and the lake system, and we had all the deaths of the salmons. This is the water depth right here in the small little channel that is leading to the ocean. This is yesterday's video doesn't show it this time. This is what I mean about the suction effect. This is exactly where the 2007 breach occurred. That is where the estuary parking used to be, with the ablution blocks. Ablution blocks was right about there in the center of the screen now, behind that little bit of trees. So it's a natural phenomenon for the estuary to breach here. Dual Eco Power with Andre van der Mesht. Solar solutions and gas installations. Get your gas geyser today and save on your Eskom power. Cut on your electricity bill with solar energy and become good friends with Greta Thunberg. Andre will help you to get quotes, do professional installations that carries a certificate of compliance. Dual Eco Power operates in the Heidelberg area and